All right, another workshop Wednesday, you guys. These will go to YouTube. This is Grimm's TV. He is a diamond player in 3v3s. Let's find out what happens. So far, car
Lawler,
looks clean.
shut up.
I dig it. I like the car. Car looks good. So, first things first. Boost in the corner, too far away, no reason to challenge it. Never going to get it in the first place. Okay? The good thing, though, is your decisiveness allows the player in net to also understand what you're trying to do. So, no issues there. Okay? Second thing. Ball's getting cleared out. Why are you rotating back? Okay? So, you have an advantage here. Your teammate has the ball. He's going to bring it around. Your job here is to do one of two things. Either A, go across and be open for a pass. Or B, go across and be open for a pass. It's literally the only thing you should do. You might be able to go for a demo as well. But ideally, it is your teammate passed 1, 2. So now you have a 2 versus 1 against the last guy back. So you can either demo him, I guess, which is kind of risky. Or you can go open across the field for a pass. To rotate back and get boost is useless because you already have 73. There's no reason to get 100 boost. So you rotate out, no point. If you'd have been upfield, you probably could have been in a position for this, made a play. Chasing really hard for a demo here, I think. So this ball plays out, the ball goes across, you rotate back for a boost for no reason. Cut across. You chase this guy in hopes of catching up. Two problems. Number one, he's rotating back. Even if you get a demo, it's irrelevant. You're putting yourself out of position and expending all your boost. Number two, full boost here. You're at 29. Snag it. Grab that boost. Stop here. Wait for the play to develop. Your job here is to be the last man back. You are the third man in this rotation right now. He's going to execute, or he's going to initiate. He's going to support it. Your job is to take care of all of this. Technically, all of this. This is your area of coverage. This is everything you need to be aware of. And by chasing this guy down here, you're not making yourself to a big clear and a counterattack. Take this boost, sit here, wait for the play to develop, then make your attack. You'll have boost to do it, and you'll probably be able to get this. Teammate cuts across. If you had 100 boost, you could easily come in and try to take a shot on this. Good patience. Probably should have just went for the boost and let your teammate behind you take it. That ball's already rolling back. Take this boost. Let this guy who's already got a better position and angle to come in and take it. They're giving you a lot of space. Because that just accomplished the same thing, but now they have a shot on net and you have no boost. Recovery on your 4 dodges too. A little too fast. 4 dodge here is fine. Then you do another one immediately after and try to turn a little bit. Just make sure you're still moving forward. He gets the demo on that because you don't have supersonic. And they get a goal for it. Good. Should be a free goal. Nice. So the only thing is the challenge in the corner here is a little awkward. The fake one there is perfect. Forces him back inside. Don't come down off that wall. Because as soon as you do, you're giving them advantage to push it past in that 50-50. So that challenge there, perfect. You turn around. But stay the way you are now, like this. If they start to dribble it inside, you can also match their pace. You can mirror it. If you want to come across and challenge, you can do that. You also put more force going this way while they're going this way, which means the ball will pinch down away from your net. But as soon as you cut back inside here, you give up advantage. Not only do you not have high ground anymore, which if you're challenging from a higher ground, so if the ball is here, and you challenge from a high position, you're going to win it 99% of the time. And then you cut across. His patience makes you look silly, right? Your teammate is there, good positioning by him in the first place, and then it develops. So shot, you slow down, which is perfect. Use your second jump to get loft on it and play it down. Perfect. He makes a mistake. You're the first one there. You put a shot on it. Use the corner of your card. Put it in top right. Perfect. Cheat up doesn't work. You're good. Also, I love how you can still see Bob's ramen through the smoke. Yep, give him space. Good air roll. So initially I was a little worried about this. So you come in, it looks like you want to pinch this off this guy's car. The reason why you shouldn't is for two reasons. One, you have two players here. There's one here, one here. I think one just got demoed possibly. I forget where their third is. He's probably going to respawn here or here. I have no idea. Let him come in. First one challenges. He flicks it over. You're still available for the play. If you come in and hit this, you're now both expending your attempt, and it's gone. You're throwing away possession. No reason to go for it. So, no reason to go in for this. You realize it. You back off. He flicks it because he's got one challenging. So, the exact thing I'm saying. Let him flick over past. So, one challenges. Now both out of the play. It is now you versus this guy. You go for the aerial. Aerial, I think you try to do a quick aerial. You do it a little bit too fast. No big deal. This air roll actually saves your ass because it allows you to hit it and slow it down a little bit. And then your teammate goes up and gets another shot. Works out. People make mistakes, but how do you recover after them? What do you do after them to set things up? So, worked out well. Make sure you clear that to the right instead of the left. You might get demoed for it, though, which is kind of the scary thing. But on this one, you're jumping a little too early. Come across here, jump here, and then hit it with this corner. You want to play it over here. This guy's cheating in. This guy's already in this corner. You want to play it over to him or in this corner. Ideally, your ball hits here, bounces down, he takes a shot. You guys score. Lawler, you are good at analyzing. It's literally my job, so thank you. I literally get paid to do this on stream. It's actually what I'm supposed to be good at. So thank you. Hopefully it's helpful for everybody else in chat too. Just a mechanical issue, no big deal. Missing ball hits. I'm not going to criticize people for, like, poor mechanics or anything like that. Like, people make mistakes mechanically all the time. I do it. I fucking own gold at the end of a game just a little bit ago. The biggest thing I will say is I will notice positioning issues. I'll notice any minute details that you can improve upon, and I'll give suggestions for that. But I'm not going to criticize somebody like that. That hit, you just messed up mechanically. You side flipped instead of jumping and challenging it the right way, you know? People know to improve their mechanics. Recovery's a little rough on that one. Get the boost at least. Good. Big issue with a lot of players at your rank. Talked about how poor clears are going to happen. Not a good power shot. He meets it as the ball is touching rather than as it's going up. Right? So this is a poor clear. There's two reasons why it's poor. Number one, he hits it as the ball connects, not as it's moving up. In order to get a power clear, the ball needs to be having an upward elevation or an upward height to it as you hit the ball. But because he's meeting it as it touches, he doesn't get the power or the loft that he's looking for. Second thing, if he traps this and starts to dribble it out, this guy may come and demo him possibly, but keeping this ball as close to him as possible, he's got a one-on-one. Your teammate comes up, gives him a passing lane. You're there to support it. But instead, he just chooses to throw away possession. There's no reason for him to hit this at all. No reason. Instead, you guys throw a possession, he challenges it, and it comes back the other way. If you would have just held on to that, it's a good demo. It's part of the reason why you always want to be moving, too. Big mistake here. Something that everybody does, and they shouldn't. You have momentum from driving forward. You realize that the play is going to come back, so you back, you reverse, and do like a 3-point turn. Instead, always turn. Turn in circles. Go this way. Never go like this. Or like this. Or like this. Or like, you just don't want to do it. Just keep going in a circle. Anytime you're driving.
Lawler, shut up.
So you're going to see it here. You realize play's not going to go in your favor.
Lawler, shut up.
So you turn. Two options here. You should either turn this way, go with it, and try to meet it, or turn this way. You get yourself more time to approach the ball. My recommendation, especially at this rank, go this way. Instead of going like this, just turn and go like this. You'll have faster recovery. You still maintain your momentum. You have a better approach to the ball. Doesn't sneak up on you as much. But by doing this, you're putting yourself in a rough spot, and it gets the demo. If you turn around, you have a chance to dodge that. You can possibly boost past it. You can get to the ball faster. You have a cleaner attempt at an aerial. There's a bunch of different options you get out of it. So the difficulty with these is knowing how these are going to hit. This one's in a really awkward spot. This wall here is going to bounce probably this way. It's not going to hit on the lip, so it's not going up. Try to put yourself in a better position to clear this. I think the ball is going to land right about here after it bounces. So it's going to hit here, bounce, and come back. Cut here and do a drift turn. Come here, power slide, and put yourself so when that ball hits again. So if it comes down, so if this ball goes like this, hits here, comes wall, hits here, and then bounces again. I don't know how to show a bounce that way. So if it goes like that, ideally if you come this way, turn around, and get here for where this ball is going to bounce, and it starts to make that bounce up, and you power clear it, this thing's no longer on your half. The boom's literally in the way. I can't see the ball. So let's do this. Show you. So if we go like this, instead of going the way you did, if you cut across this way, turn around and go here, not only are you going to see that guy coming, but look where the ball lands. The difficulty is you might deal with the demo anyway, but if you cut across this way, you're going to probably see this approaching sooner. You might be able to dodge it, you might be able to get out of the way, but the ball, based upon where it's going, it's a little bit further out than I predicted, but you might be able to reach that in air. Good clear from your team. You get a lucky spawn. So his touch beat you. So instead of you wasting your time, you rotate out, grab their boost. I like it. Rotation's clean here.
Lawler, shut up.
Going a little too fast on this one. So, not sure what you're trying to accomplish here. I think you wanted to get the boost.
Lawler, shut up.
Moments like this, you have a sea of small boost pads. So you're looking 12, 24, 36, 48. You've got 48 boosts that you can take. Hell, that'll put you at 59. I know that's not how math works, but Rocket League's actually not right. it runs up by your boost. You actually have 12.3. So when you get 5 boost pads, you actually go to 59 boost, not 60. But you're taking the long approach. You need to get back there and support that as quickly as possible. You want to make sure you go support him as fast as possible because they've got 3 players all over on this side ready to attack. So if you do get bumped out of the play, if you are in trouble, make sure that you do whatever you can to take the most direct approach to get not only your boost, but also to make sure you support your teammates. So going wide rotation, probably not the best idea. Make sure you go the direct path. All of these are plenty for what you need. Telling this to everybody in chat, 35 boost is the golden number. It's 3 small boost pads. It's pretty much what you need to do anything in Rocket League other than double touches, crazy air dribbles, etc. He's boosting when he's already supersonic. That is fine. Supersonic is not technically top speed. A lot of people think supersonic is top speed, but it actually isn't. Supersonic is your fastest driving speed, but you can boost and go supersonic at the same time to go a little bit faster. Your boost will propel you a little bit faster past that. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's actually true. If you'd like me to prove it, I can show you in some way, shape, or form, but I'm telling you, boosting while also going supersonic is faster than just going supersonic. It's not by much, but it is a little bit. So you take a super wide rotation here. Direct approach back, you might be able to save that. I remember you from Silence Cons videos, by the way. Nice. Gonzo homie. Just got finished setting up my PC. And Tesco, sounds good, Smiles. Thanks for coming and hanging, man. We'll get to your video next week. Yeah, I think Halfway Dead's done something on it for rocket science. Pretty sure. Kickoff's a little bit rough. If you have an issue with diagonal kickoffs, just do direct. I think it's your boost here that slows you down. Boost all the way through, Grims. So the reason why people diagonal kickoff, the whole point of a diagonal kickoff is because your back of your car is always facing this way. It allows you to boost all the way through it. It's the whole point of it. So if you're not going to boost all the way through it, just do a straightforward one. Jump forward, boost until your car is roughly about, like if this is your car, like this, and this is where the boost is coming out of, until you're facing slightly forward and it's pushing you back the other way. Keep holding boost. Diagonal kickoffs, you're going in a spiral. So your boost technically never goes in front of you, so you can boost the whole way. Doesn't matter which way you flip. No. Not really. Most people will flip to the right if they're trying to kick off from the left and vice versa. It's actually a good touch. Plays to your teammate. So 2 options here. I'm looking at how this play is developing, right? So you're coming across here, you have a lot of options. You have a player who's going into the corner with 2. Wide open net. You have a player who's supporting that play. You have a lot of options here based upon what you want to do. Break it down. Number 1, interject yourself into the play, get a demo. You're not going to get that boost. You still put yourself in no man's land. Don't like this play. This play is not the option. Number 2, you can back off, get some boost, sit up top here, right? So you can come in, collect some boost, stay in this general area, hope for a pass. Don't like that play either. Number 3, this guy is their 3rd man, has to rotate back and make a play. You go kill him. You have to rotate back for boost anyway. This play is supported already. So he's covering him. You cover him. While rotating back, bump this 3rd guy. It's going to enable these 2 to have an easy goal. So going into the play now forces 2 people in there. You're not in a position to get a pass or a goal. You also don't have any boost. Your teammate behind you is still having to wait to make his decision. And then you rotate out anyway. That one scared me a little bit. So your approach on this one's a little bit weird. So the spacing here is fine, right? My recommendation is go here a little bit. So the reason why most people will lean towards this in football or soccer, the general idea of this applies towards a lot of things, is you don't want to let people get to the outside because it makes it an easy way to play downfield. You always want to force them back into traffic, as they refer to it. So when you come out and you're sitting on the wall here, you're forcing the play to go back inside. So most people will kind of go to this side anyway. Plus it allows you to conserve your boost if you go up on the wall and jump off and make a shot. Because using boost from here is... You're going to end up using a lot more if you just start on the wall and come across.
Lawler, shut up.
Can you say more why you don't like waiting on the side for a pass on an open net? Because there's 2 players contesting it anyway. There's 2 players on the defensive side that were... So the play you're talking about is he was in this corner. He didn't have any boost. That was the number 1 thing. He had 0 boost while he was doing that. This player had already expended their abilities, per se. There was a player here, and then there was a player here. His teammate was over here. This player already did his attack, per se. This guy also was already supporting it from here, ready to move in. And this player, from their side, had to move and come down. If he would have came across, got these boost pads, this guy could have moved up for a pass. He could have demoed that third person, rotated back in, and they would be in a kind of a power play, per se. If you're talking like hockey terminology, it's just the smirk guy who is over here just was not in an advantageous position to make it happen in the first place. But with having 0 boost, like boost determines, it's the only resource in the game and it determines literally everything you do. You need to make sure that you have boost, otherwise if that play comes across anyway, he's not going to be able to get a shot on it. And there was a couple small boost pads, but the guy rotating in probably would have just demoed them anyway. So one of the players should have rotated back. On his team, he should have been the rotate. So the way that it was originally is Grims was in this corner. Here, I'm just going to back it up for you guys. So this play we're talking about, right? So he has no boost, right? This guy has already made his hit. The ball's going to go across. This guy's going to come and hopefully get it. Clear it out, which means that this guy's going to get it. If he misses, he needs to support that. Grims' sole possession based upon the way that this ball is going. Plays it back. Smirk sends his hit. It goes up. It's super soft, right? Makes another touch. It's saved. That play's already developed. In that time, this player can move up. Grims could have come across and demoed this guy, which allows him a free shot on net, pretty much. Grims could have rotated out, got all these boost pads if he needed them, which you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you're talking 72 boost. Like that. It wasn't even that he's cutting rotation. Cutting rotation's fine. If he would have come across, got these boost pads, and come back in, that's fine. This guy can sit and wait. That's not an issue. I just don't think there's a reason to come across this way at all and come across. Like, even if he does come across this way and gets this boost and this guy comes in, his most opportune option is to come take out their last defender, who's going to then build them another 2 seconds of a 2v2, assuming this guy recovers and this guy comes in for a play.
Shut up.
He now respawns. So say he respawns here. Grims is now boosted in. You now have a 3v2, or technically a 3v3, but a guy who's completely stagnant, hasn't moved, can't make a play on the ball. You can also deny boost in those opportunities. You can rotate around. You can go for another demo. Bunch of different options. But to not do that is just a wasted opportunity to me. This is the way that I look at it. Anyway.
Lawler, shut up.
I don't mind you coming in for that. Almost get the recovery here.
Lawler, shut up.
Get the boost. See what you do. Okay, so this one, yeah, go to the wall. That aerial is a little bit weird because you're jumping and then coming across instead of more of a direct approach.
Lawler,
it pinches and it works out. Unfortunately, your recovery doesn't work out because of the way that you aerialed for it. No reason to go for this. So this works out. Baked Beans, weird name, is retreating.
Lawler, shut up.
This guy's getting bumped. This guy, I don't think, has the ability to go for it, based upon what I saw. So in this circumstance, just let it settle. No reason to jump. You're expending boost for nothing. No one's going to beat you to it. The guy's retreating backwards. It's not going to hit the wall, so even if Baked does go up on the wall, he's not going to get to it first. Fox is having to rotate back. So in this circumstance, just drive at it. You're removing your options by doing that. If you come in not aerialing this, so if you stay on the ground here, if you stay on the ground here, right, and you drive up and you get the ball about here, you can play it up the wall, you can trap it, bring it inside. You can possibly play it back for a pass, depending on if anybody's recovered. But by jumping, you're committing to going to this and just hitting it towards them, which you don't want to do because there's already going to be 2 people in net.
Lawler, shut up.
I probably should have turned off notifications. All these analysis videos are just Ninja telling me to shut up. Good shot. Glad you didn't double back there. Good. We get a flick. So despite this, right? So this isn't anything special that's happening. Like, people are making mistakes. People are doing things. But the 2 things to pay attention to, number 1, is the mistakes that you guys are making aren't detrimental. They're not happening on your half, and you generally have someone behind you to make a recovery on it. So that's good. The other thing, and chat's pointing it out too, and I agree, you're rotating back into the play, which you never want to do for 2 reasons. 1, say this challenge happens and you rotate back into it and then you bump it and all of a sudden it goes into your net, you're going to feel like an idiot. Number 2, the boost trail. You want to leave this player after the play develops, boost to grab so he can recover and get back into the play faster. This player is rotating around this way. You should follow suit. Hopefully he recovers and brings it in. You follow behind that. His play gets expended. This guy's now job. He does his play, gets challenged. It's now your job, and it's a continuous cycle. So make sure you go around. I will say Axotos was notorious for doing this shit and it drove me crazy. He would always challenge backwards, and it pissed me off like no other. It's basically like adding another defender for the team that they have to dodge. Like, you got bumped into that? Yeah, it made it a little bit weird. I don't know if it was because of the bump or not. You just try to double wave dash for no reason. You have 75 boost. Why are you wave dashing? So you have 75 boost when you come off this wall. First things first, number one, use that boost to recover faster. Get down to the ground as quickly as possible. Number two, a little bit of boost and a forward dodge is going to be plenty faster than you trying to do what this guy's doing. There's plenty of boost to go around. There's no reason to spend that extra time jumping when you could just boost through it. Like, you spend an extra 2-3 seconds there just to get corner boost that you probably didn't even need to do anyway because there's plenty of boost pads in the corner. The other thing that a lot of people do that they shouldn't is look how far removed you are from this play. Like, you're putting yourself further and further away from the play while they're moving forward. And even though, yes, it is technically a 2-on-2 because Nuts is still rotating in, you want to make sure that you're there for the opportunity if you can be. This is available, this is available, this is available, this is available, this is available. I mean, talking 24 or 48. I mean, talking 60 boost technically. In just this area. You're spending all that time and wave dashing and stuff to get back to a boost when the play's already going this way. That if you just take these small boost pads, turn back around, this boost is now not on a timer for 10 seconds for somebody else to get, but you're also closer to the play. So if this play goes awry or this player isn't able to work, you can keep it back in. Because say that does happen. Say this guy takes the ball, he gets challenged, and it pinches out. You're there, you hit it over to Smirk, who's denied a corner boost, and now he can put a shot on, and you guys are now up 4-2 instead. Right? It makes a big difference, right? It's just those little things. Yo, what up, Astral? How you doing, bud? How's your stream? It's today like host Lawler day. Nah. Boost is 10-second respawn on big spawns. It's a lot. It goes by fast, but it's a lot. So, something to keep in mind, Grims.
Lawler, shut up.
People always feel the need to go to the big boost pads. But there's two things that you really don't need to do. Number one, if you have 40 boost, why do you need to go and get more
Lawler,
boost?
shut up.
Just pick up the small boost pads as you're in the play. Number two, you're removing yourself from the field so much. There's no need to do that. Stick with it. Stay in. Stay involved. Good trap. Let's see what you do with it. Good
Lawler,
hit.
shut up.
Could have been a little bit cleaner, but still, right idea. Hitting him into that actually forced it to go a little bit higher. Turn back in. Good. A little aggressive. Fake challenge on this one probably do you wonders. That ball's going to land way before you can even get to it. Unless you pre-jump the hell out of it and get lucky. Your best bet is to fake challenge it. Force them to make a place to come in here, rotate out. He'll hit it towards your teammate. Your teammate clears it out. You're now able to go support it. So you're the third man. Grims, I don't know why you wave dash like that so much. There's no need. It's not saving you enough boost to worry about. Like, you can literally just boost and pick up another small boost pad and you get the same effect without the bigger chance of mistake. Now, if you're just trying to practice wave dashes to get more comfortable with them, respect. But, like, I can honestly say I never wave dash on the ground unless I'm out of boost. If I'm out of boost, I'll use it. If not, there's no point. The only time I do is if I'm jumping off the wall because it's faster for recovery purposes. Let your teammate behind. Good. Get to the wall for this. So he's already on the wall, so I understand the reasoning, but you still need to get close. Another fake challenge kind of situation. You want to mirror it. So while you're going here, you know there's 100 boost in this corner probably. you can probably move in and just kind of follow it. That way, this person, if they go to make a touch, you're still there to challenge it if you need to, and you can still follow them up the wall to cut off that angle. But right now, you're giving them just a free touch to inside, which you need to be careful of. So I would cut in and just follow it. Challenging, you don't want to challenge it, because if you do, the high ground is just going to pinch it towards your net. But you want to kind of move with it. Now you have a player who has possession who's going to be able to play it past you and can get that 100 boost if Fox wants to. Why Fox is there, I have no clue. But nice. You guys got the win, though. Good. Yeah, man. Big things for me are just your decision making. Obviously, knowing when to challenge and when not challenging. And making sure that if you want to fake challenge, same thing as Omega. The wave dash recovery stuff, I don't think you really need to do. It's just, it's useless when you have boost, honestly. Like, it's cool to know, but it's important to be able to do. And then just making sure that when you are in a position, understanding before you commit to the play, what opportunities do you have? Can I go for a demo? Is it beneficial here? Yes, no. Should I rotate out because of what it's developing? Like, you have to kind of see, it's like chess. You have to know what's happening before it happens.